Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be making an easy oven baked barbecue ribs. If you want your ribs looking like this, keep on watching. So first we want to remove our membrane from our ribs. I'll be using baby back ribs. You can use any ribs of your choice. We want to remove our membrane because this will help our ribs to fall off the bone, and the membrane does not cook, so you want to remove it. If you leave it on, it will just come out tough and chewy, so we want to remove that part of the ribs. Once we remove our membrane, we're just going to clean up our ribs of all the excess fat, preparing it to be washed and seasoned. We're going to set our ribs aside and start on our seasoning blend. In a bowl, I added some garlic powder, some paprika, chili powder, some salt and black pepper, and I also added some onion powder and some cayenne pepper. I'm going to mix that all together and get our ribs seasoned. First, for my ribs that was pat dried, I added some yellow mustard, and you want to spread that all over because this will serve as our barrier between our ribs and our seasoning. This will allow our seasoning to stick to our ribs. We're gonna then generously season our ribs. You want to get seasoning everywhere because listen, this is going to be in the oven for hours. This needs to be seasoned. Once we are done seasoning one side, we're going to flip our ribs and repeat the same steps to the other side. So once we're done seasoning our ribs, we're going to add it to some foil paper and wrap that baby up and add it to a preheated oven that has been set to 300 degrees for 2 hours. So this is my ribs fresh out the oven after 2 hours. Listen, we're both seeing it for the first time after 2 hours. Look how tender that is. It is not falling off the bone just yet. You want to warm up your barbecue sauce on the stove, and then we will be adding it to our ribs. I used a brush to add my barbecue sauce, and you want to add that on both sides. Once we're done, we'll be adding our ribs to the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, and this is when our ribs going to be falling off the bone. We're not going to wrap it up. We're just going to add it back to the oven to let that barbecue sauce seep into that ribs and get that ribs nice and tender and falling off the bone. It's tender now, but it's just not falling off the bone as yet. So we need 20 to 30 more minutes in the oven. And this is my ribs when it's done. Look how good that looks. You can add your remainder of barbecue sauce to the ribs after you're done if you like your ribs nice and wet. I added some extra barbecue sauce that I had left over, so it's a personal preference, but just look how tender that rib is. Look how it is falling apart, and look how the bone just eases out. That's how your rib's supposed to be looking. If it's not looking like that, listen, rewatch the video. So it's time to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching.